Now wires swing out to the country. They're stretching out, long wires, reaching out where wires never went before. There's a tune as the wind blows through the wires.
Electricity has played an important role in the lives of many Americans throughout the history of our great nation. And thanks to the pioneers that brought electricity to farms and rural communities across the country, the Grayson-Collin Electric Cooperative has been able to serve our members for close to a century now. Speaking of history, Willie, do you have any movies that might tell us more about the early days at the co-op? Oh, it looks like you found one. Great! Time to get the popcorn out and enjoy the show. The Grayson-Collin Electric Cooperative is pleased to present Our Heritage. After the Rural Electrification Act, FDR's New Deal legislation was passed in 1935. GCEC was born. The co-op had its first annual meeting on May 16, 1939. A few years later, in 1942, the National Rural Electric Cooperative Association, or as it's commonly referred to as the NRECA, was created to support local cooperatives throughout the United States. A few years later, in 1949, a new corporate headquarters for Grayson-Collin Electric Cooperative was built and still serves as a part of the current corporate facility to this day. 1 year later, on October 30th, 1950, Willie Wired Hand was introduced. Andrew McClay created the official mascot for electric cooperatives around the nation. Over the years, there have been many special memories from our membership.
In 1944, my parents decided to leave the sharecropper's house. This was in an area that did not yet have the benefit of electric lights. I distinctly remember that Daddy said the next house must be one on a hard-topped road so those kids could go to school every day, and that it must be on one of those REA electric lines that were being run in the area.
They appreciated electricity. And now they take it for granted. Because it was back when I started, there's a lot of people that, as during the Depression, a lot of people weren't able to take it. And see, we didn't have two-way communication. I mean, we'd have a storm and go fix the outage, and then we'd get back into the office, and we have to turn around and go back, do the same thing right across the street from where we've been before.
Get up. I've won all Sunday morning. Last we got was just breaking daylight. He told me, he said, "No, I won't be there this morning." I said, "You won't?" He said, "No." He said, "My wife said all that she won't." He said, "Every time I get up, wake the kids up. Then she has to fight down rest and get her back to sleep. Sure, he never come back. He got a job driving an old gas truck out of East Texas to Sherman."
Storms are an issue. Seems like they're always the issue. And that's what probably is one of the more enjoyable things. And you say, why would you say a storm? And it's not so much the storm, it's watching our core group of employees come together.
One of the things that's nearest and dearest to my heart is my grandson needed a heart transplant in 2000, and the co-op family came together and put on a big benefit for them and his family to send them to California, and raised a big amount of the money that they needed at the time, and that was so special to me. And they've done that for several others. We've had other benefits to help family members.
Whether it's in the good times or the bad, we join together. And power restoration is one of those times. Our guys and the ladies as well And I don't go a thunderstorm that at least one doesn't call me and say, do you need some help? How can I help? And we'll put them to work, from answering the phones to, you know, run out to Sonic and get everybody a hamburger because we hadn't eaten in 12 or 15 hours.
Of course, some of the things I remember most is the storms and the outages, working out in the weather and being up all day and all night and all day the next day, working in the rain, just like the sun was shining, you know. If you do get to the point where you can't go no more, you know, you maybe grab a couple of hours sleep in the truck or something.
One time we was on the ice storm down there, and we was down on 380, and a couple of guys come over there, and it was early in the morning. We was trying to get the lines on. One of them said, would y'all like some coffee? And I said, you betcha we would. He said, well, we'll fix some coffee. Another guy said, now how do you think we're gonna fix coffee? We don't have no electricity. And he said, well, I'll tell you what, we can go into McKinney and we'll find some coffee. So they left, and sure enough, it's about 45 minutes later, they came back with 2 thermos fulls of coffee for us.
Annual meeting time, you know, it was always a worry to you because, you know, you never know what's going to happen or what's going to come up. So it's always a worry, and you're always glad when it's over with, but you're always glad when it comes too. So.
Well, we always had pretty good entertainment. I know we had a beauty contest one year. And the beauty contest went over pretty good, but I think some of the girls' mothers kind of gave Floyd a rough time because their daughter didn't win.
When you call dispatch and they say, you know, hey, that's it, you can head that away, you can come in and go home, you know, that's music to your ears. But still, you pick up the phone, everybody picks up the phone, they check on that other crew. Well, hey, they've turned us loose, but what do y'all have? You know, could y'all use some help? Do we need to come over there? It's just that camaraderie between all the employees and all, and you know, it just makes you proud to be a part of it. It makes you proud to work here, and it makes you proud of who you work for. You know, and that's our members, and that's what you do it for.
The Grayson-Collin Electric Cooperative has a rich tradition and heritage. We hope you enjoyed our journey from the past and look forward to making more memories for the future. Thanks for sharing the Grayson-Collin Electric story, Willie. Our mission is simple: to provide the very best service possible at the least possible cost, something we have been doing for close to 80 years now.